the game Nexus. It's Dwayne and Stu coming at you again. And tonight we're kicking off a new segment, especially to go hand in hand with the new Guild Ball League that's running here in Victoria, BC. And it's center pitch time. And it's basically Stu and I are going to talk to you about the state of the league, what's going on, some of the highlights from last week's play as we go on. The league's going to be about 9 weeks, is it, Stu?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So 9 weeks, you're going to get a lot of this. We're going to try and do them every week for you.
Yeah.
With updates, pictures,
Mm-hmm.
and a little bit about the league, I guess, if you're not familiar with it. This is being hosted by Everything Games, a local player by the name of Jeff Ireland.
Yep.
And basically we pulled together about 13 players from the local community. And we're essentially doing a fun league, I think.
Yeah, super casual fun league. Just purely to get people playing the game.
Yeah, and I mean, Guild Ball is a very popular game worldwide, but we find locally the community is sometimes a little bit smaller, so this is a good way to pull people out.
We've had some, or it's had some retraction, and so this is pretty much just trying to get everybody back out to play.
Yeah, I mean, at 13 players, that's pretty substantial, I would say.
I think we're at 12?
Are we 12? Okay, but still 12 players is, I think, pretty substantial.
Oh, yeah, no, it is great.
Yeah, and I mean, hopefully they have the stamina to keep going for 9 weeks, you know, but that's the idea anyway.
Yeah.
So we'll just kick things off then, basically. We'll give you a quick little rundown on who's in the league and what teams they're playing, and we'll get into some of the nitty-gritty stuff about what happened last week on the Guild Ball League. Yeah. So let's kick it off. Who do we have in this league, Stu?
So we got the 12 players. First off, it's a fairly even mix of guilds and skill levels from veteran to novice. So we got Bryce Jensen's playing Brewers. So is James Ritter. I have so far played 1 game, my week 2 game against him. He's pretty new to Guild Ball, but not to miniature wargaming in general, and is a quite confident and skilled player.
Cool. And then we got Craig Foley. He's running with the Butchers, as is Steve Gesso, who's also playing the Butchers.
Yeah. Then we got Chad Strumer, who's playing the Engineers, and Dwayne can tell you a little bit about him.
Yeah, he's the only player playing the Engineers in the entire league, and I haven't played the Engineers before, but I had a first-hand experience with Chad, which we'll talk about when we get the recap there. But I'll tell you this much right off the bat: watch out for his deadbolt.
Then we got Brian Taylor, who is our only Fisherman's player.
Fisherman's representing.
Yep.
Right, and then we have the Hunters with Dan. Dan's a veteran player, and he's always got a big grin, face ear to ear, and he's always beating you to the ground and smiling. So.
Yeah. Sam Cameron is also playing Hunters.
I've seen Sam's Hunters, actually.
Beautiful
Incredibly beautiful Hunter models. Yeah.
Scenic bases.
Yeah,
the whole 9 yards.
Yeah, it's really nice. And then we got this guy named Dwayne Morash, who's playing the Masons. What do you know about that guy, Stu?
He's, you know, fresh from the minor leagues, ready to prove himself with his Masons.
Yeah, and he's got a horrible win-loss record, I hear.
Yes, almost as bad as that Stewart Murray guy.
That Stewart Murray guy,
yeah. Morticians.
Yeah, why in the heck did you pick Morticians?
Because I thought Alchemists would be a lot more popular.
You somehow thought everybody would be playing Alchemists.
They're just such a good team.
And no one's playing Alchemists in the entire league.
But I'm also the only person playing Morticians, so...
Well, there you go, okay.
I mean, they're both fun teams.
You could be firebombing right now.
Yes, I could be firebombing.
And we got Andrew Fudge, who's playing the Union, and there's 2 Union players. What do you know about Andrew?
He is my week 1 match. We have not been able to play that game yet, but we actually played a game the week prior to the beginning of the league, and that game ended up with a slight victory for me.
And he's a new player.
Yeah, just basically due to him being a new player. I swear I didn't, you know, just shell shock him.
I remember Andrew from Malifaux. So he's got some experience behind him in skirmish-based games.
Yes, very. He's. You can always tell the guys who have transitioned to Guild Ball from Wormhorns because they stack their influence.
Oh, they stack them in piles.
Yeah, it just seems to be something they do because they have so much of the rage and the focus from War Machine that you pretty much have to, or it clutters the table up.
Oh, I gotcha. I saw Chad doing that too.
Yeah, whereas like me and you, we
line it up.
Line it up so you can see it. But,
gotcha.
So he's got some experience. And then so rounding out for our 12th player, also Union, is Paul Pahalo, and he's another veteran of other games who
Yeah.
is pretty much just getting his feet wet in Guild Ball for the first time.
Yeah, if there's a game that involves dice and miniatures, Paul has played it. Paul has
Probably.
played it and is at the top of the food chain at that particular game.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
He is a real go-getter.
And I'm playing with him in week 2.
Yeah, but he's such a nice guy.
He's a good guy.
Gentleman and a scholar.
Yeah. So that rounds out our team lineup for the league. And like I said, hopefully we see all these players make it to the end of the 9 weeks. It's kind of a marathon league. But, you know, the requirements are 1 game a week. So I think I really should be able to manage that.
Yeah.
Yeah, excellent. Talk a little bit about some of the games that have happened already this week. So we are doing score reporting. So we basically are going to report on what information is reported back to us.
Yeah.
From week 1, we have a couple matches to talk about, and I guess we'll kick it off with Chad and Dwayne, which is myself. I can say right off the bat, it was a fun game. I know you were there overseeing me in the coach's corner.
Yep.
How did I do overall, Stu?
I think you played as well as could be expected.
Yeah.
Chad is just a consummate master of the engineers. He's been playing since season 1.
Wow, so he's been an engineer player since day 1?
I do believe so.
And
I've played him once outside of the league, and he just raffle stomped me.
Now, the interesting thing there is I went into this match actually never playing the engineers, and quite literally in Guild Ball, never playing anybody but you.
Yes.
So it was a double new thing for me. But the interesting thing is that I just had preconceived thoughts that the players knew everything about every team. And although Chad did know a lot about different players and such, he didn't have 100% knowledge on the Mason. So some of the abilities like Honor's ability to superior strategy, her link with Harmony as far as the follow-up moves and that. So it was kind of neat to be able to educate another player on what I could do. And I did catch him off guard a couple times.
That's good.
But his team captain, Ballista, brutal.
Oh god.
Like, please tell me that this is going to get errata.
Yeah, and he didn't even minefield you. That's the worst.
Why? Yeah, there's nothing going on there. So what really threw me was with that big spider-looking creature.
Yeah, the big guy, like basically the antiquated wooden mech suit Colossus.
Yeah, I mean that guy came charging at me. The first thing that he did with the game, and I had Flint way up in the trees at the front, and I literally panicked and I just left Flint alone. I was scared, so the two of them literally just stayed there in the trees, and he didn't give Colossus any orders, I didn't give Flint any orders, and we just left them there. So that freaked me out a bit. But then Ballista comes out of nowhere, and this guy just runs the table.
Yeah.
Like, he scored every goal for the team.
Yeah.
And while he wasn't scoring, he was dead. It was a deadbolting.
Yeah.
He was deadbolting my guys. Like, he was just all over the place. And is that thing going to get errated? Is deadbolt going away?
Probably not.
Because that, to me, is just a powerful ability. So if you haven't looked at Deadbolt and you are going to be playing Chad, look up Deadbolt because he's going to use it on you.
Yes.
But I think I scored okay. I mean, I got a goal. I mean, I haven't really done a lot of scoring in all the games I played with you.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Ballista's just a great captain. The engineers are quite lucky to have him.
Yeah, no, so it's good. I mean, I learned a lot from that match moving forward, and it's always nice to play against a different opponent because Stewart's got a specific way of playing, and now I've experienced another player and get my head wrapped around strategies and stuff, so that was pretty good. So then we had one more match for the week, and that was not yours.
That was Craig versus Brian.
Craig versus Brian. We did have some scoring come in to the website.
Fishermen versus Butchers.
Right, and who won that one?
So that was won by Craig.
Yeah.
We're not quite sure what the other score was. So 12 something.
Yeah. But he did win it.
Yes.
Yeah.
He did win it.
And did he get any takeouts?
A lot of takeouts.
Oh, okay.
So he got Craig was able to take out 3 models from the Fisherman. He's able to get Shark once, Sakana twice, and Jack once.
Wow, and considering that, I think in my game there were no takeouts.
Yeah. So that's 8 points right there, and then there was probably a goal.
Yeah, right. And the goal is we're going to get some of these pictures up for you guys as well. As the results come in. So week 1's going to be a little bit rocky as players are getting used to submitting their content.
Yes, week 2 is we're going to have a lot more to talk about.
Right, yeah. So, I mean, overall, the first week of the league's kicked off okay. It seems everybody's engaged. I want to give a shout out, actually, to Everything Games. A lot of the players are going to Everything Games locally here to play their matches. They've already got a Guild Ball night set up. What night is their Guild Ball?
Friday night.
Friday night, yeah. So if you are looking for a match to play, or you just want to see what the league's all about and actually get a sense of what goes on in a game of Guild Ball, head down to Everything Games on Friday night, and you'll get your fill of it for sure. So that's a wrap on week 1, guys. Keep checking us out at enterthegamenexus.com. We have our league page set up at the top there. It's enterthegamenexus.com /guild-ball-league. If you want to go directly to the page, we're going to update it with scores, results, just all things Guild Ball. So thanks for checking us out again, and we'll talk to you soon.